What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel. Check out the content. And with that being said, man, I want to react to a video that I saw. What was it? The basketball show, right? And basically, he was reacting to a video that he saw or a radio show, Cleveland, right? And this is a Cleveland radio sports station, and they were talking about how fans were not really enthused about LeBron James coming back to Cleveland. And I gotta say that I'm not surprised at all. As a matter of fact, I can really just say that I told you so, right? Because and this is LeBron James his own fault, right? He number one, I said that his fan base was fractured, right? And his fan base was fractured, as everybody know, because he left Cleveland and he went to Miami. Then he left Miami, went back to Cleveland. Then he left Cleveland and went to Los Angeles, right? So now he's searching for a new home. And LeBron James fans don't really feel a connection to him, and I don't know how many different ways I can say it, but like your fan base as an athlete and especially as an athlete and an entertainer, your fan base is your lifeline. Your fan base is what can you can tap into that fan base and benefit from it financially. Your fan base will keep your legacy alive, and so it's but LeBron James, in order to benefit from those and have those your fan base keep your legacy alive, your fan base be able to support you financially, you have to pour into your fan base. And the way you pour into your fan base is by giving everything that you have on the court. LeBron James had 20 he had 23 years going into his 24th year to do this, to make the fan base really just um feel special, to give them some special moments. And the thing about it is you have to choose. It's just like a relationship. You can't have a relationship with different people and then expect all of those people to see you as special when you're not pouring into that one relationship. You're pouring into a whole bunch of different people, and it don't work like that. In order to even have a chance, it's not as nothing is guaranteed, but to even have a chance of having that type of loyalty, you gotta give it out. And LeBron James didn't do that. And now he's in a situation where Cleveland fans, his hometown, are not even really, some of them are saying they don't want him back. Some of them are saying that, they don't care if he come back or not. So that's not, for somebody who's been in the league 23 years, that's not the response that you want and you need, especially now going into that next chapter of your life. You're going into retirement. So, and this, once you go into retirement, this is where it all your work pays off. Like, how did you treat your fan base? What's the relationship between you and your fan base? This is where all of it pay off. And this is not a good sign for LeBron James moving forward. But with that being said, man, let me play the audio from the basketball show, and then I'm gonna come back and give some more of my input.
Cavaliers fans wouldn't really be heartbroken if he didn't come there. And the other one says that LeBron could be a drain on the franchise. Let's talk about it. All right, now we got to the point where everybody's pretty much tired of LeBron James dragging this process out. Everybody's got enough of it. Now we have two Cleveland sports radio shows from the Fan 92.3. One of them is by Baskin and Phelps. The tag on that is CLE Talking Heads, and they're talking about LeBron James, and they're literally saying that it's gotten to the point where the team is pretty darn good now. Maybe it's not championship caliber, but it doesn't necessarily mean that LeBron James would make them better. And second of all, a lot of Cleveland fans really feel like they wouldn't really be heartbroken if he chose another team. Like people don't really want him there that much, which is interesting. Let me show you that clip, and then we go to the second one, which is probably as interesting.
I don't think it's anywhere near what it was when he came back from Miami. It's not even close because he's a different player right now, though he's still good. He's not the guy that's going to be the guy to lead you to a championship by himself and drag everybody else along. He's just not that guy anymore. Time doesn't allow that to happen. And he'd have to come in and mesh with everybody else. And this franchise is not in the same place it was when he came back before. You know, this team's pretty dang good.
Mm-hmm.
They've done a nice job. They have a good roster. They have good talent. Whether it's the right fit or not, whether or not it's good enough, whatever, it's pretty darn good. And it's not the same situation. I just personally don't think Cav fans will be brokenhearted if he doesn't come back.
If that's what he's saying, and he has an overall feeling of the Cleveland Cavalier fan base, this would kind of indicate that just like the Laker fans got tired of him and they didn't want him there anymore, the Cleveland Cavalier fans don't seem so enthusiastic about him coming there either. They have a pretty good team. They don't necessarily need him to mess it up. They might not be champ.
So let me add this, right? Let me add this. With another thing that, you know, and people are not even, they don't even really care about the fact that he's a hometown guy. And that this could be LeBron James' send-off, like the father-son retirement tour. They're not even really, because they don't feel any type of emotional closeness to LeBron James. They're not even really, you know, they don't feel no type of nostalgic when it comes to LeBron James, you know, and with they don't, because they don't feel no type of nostalgia or no emotional connection to LeBron James, that don't matter to them. The fact that LeBron James, you know, can, you know, he's going to be retiring, and it'll be a special situation for this for Cleveland, his son LeBron James and his son. And so that really is another, in my opinion, just another it's another mark against LeBron James. Even if LeBron James, like his skills, and everybody know, you know, at 40 something years old, his skills have diminished. But then this is the time of the career where people just give you a pass and say, well, that's our guy, man. He been our guy through thick and thin. We want to see, you know, we just want one more opportunity to celebrate LeBron James. And then the fact that he's got his son with him, it could have been like a storybook type ending. But the way, you know, LeBron James just conducted himself throughout his career and took everything for granted. Now going into, like I said, going into this next chapter of his life, it's not going to really play out the way LeBron James wanted it or the way he expected to play out, you know, and so it's crazy. And like I said before, I'm not surprised. Like what fan base, which one of the fan bases that LeBron James you know, should feel special? Should it be the Cleveland fan base? Should they feel special? LeBron James just left them. He abandoned them 2 times, or he left 2 times. I'm not even going to say abandoned, but he left them 2 times. Should it be the Miami Heat? You know, I think the Miami Heat, you know, they see him as a mercenary in Miami. They don't really have a deep connection to him. Or the Lakers. You know, he never really fit in with the Lakers. So that, you know, like I said, this is going to, LeBron James's career is going to serve as a cautionary tale for future superstar basketball players to be cautious of this, like your public image. You have to, your brand, you have to protect your brand. You just can't float around the league and think that, you know, people gonna like you because you are you. People want to see loyalty. People want to be able to, they want to see not only just loyalty, but they want to see like something special. You know what I mean? Like they want to feel special. Like one fan base, you have to choose a fan base, and that fan base has to feel special. Just like Golden State fan base, like the Warriors, their fan base feels special with what's the kid name? Don't make no sense. Steph Curry. You know, like that fan base, they have something special, something unique just between them, the Steph Curry and the Golden State Warrior fan base, that town. You know, he Steph Curry never played for another team. So there's, you know, they don't have to share him with anybody else. That's their own special bond. Kevin Durant, in my opinion, is someone else who falls into that same category as LeBron James. Don't have a forever home. And so, like, what fan base celebrates Kevin Durant? You know, he got a lot of points, a lot of accolades and stuff like that. But no, you know, like there's nothing special. And so this is a cautionary tale, I think. And the reason why I think is what people don't think about is you tap into that fan base as, you know, like Nike or the NBA can always blow the dust off of Michael Jordan and bring him back out there, parade Michael Jordan back out there, and know that they're going to have a certain amount of fans. They're going to get a certain response from them. And that's why Michael Jordan he keeps a low profile, because he don't overexpose himself. If he come out every few years and he give an interview, and you know, he came out, he did the Last Dance, you know, he talked about that. Then he came out, he did an interview a year or two after that with NBC. Then he went back into hiding. So the next time, you know, Michael Jordan come back out, there'll be demand for him, but he can tap into that fan base. He's not constantly in their face, right? Because he don't need to be. And LeBron James, man, I'm just curious to see how this plays out, but I know it's not going to play out the way that he wanted it to. So that's my take on it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to leave a comment. And with that being said, I'm going to check you all out in the next video. Peace.